Hey YouTube family, this is Lysa and welcome to Coffee Hook TV. This is my first YouTube video and yeah, it's taken a moment to get here. It's been a moment, but as you can see in the title, I wanted to do a faith video. My faith is very important to me and I wanted to go over, I guess, my realistic 2025 faith goals or plans or whatever you want to call it, but just some things that I'm going to be doing this year, and it may inspire you, it may encourage you to dig deeper into your word. If you've never have, maybe some places where you can start, or if you've gone through a tough time, maybe some places where you can start too. So I have a lot of resources, things that I started back in November that will carry on throughout this year. And so hopefully, like I said, it is here to encourage you all. So first, we'll start off with my Bible. The Bible I use is the Women's Study Bible. It's a NIV version, and I got it off of Amazon. It's called the Women's Study Bible. So here is the interior of it, just in case anyone wants to purchase it. And it does not come with the tabs on the side. I got those off of Amazon and put them on myself. There are some extra tabs that it comes with if you wanted to do that. And the little, I guess, annotation type of tags are there for certain verses that I wanted to remember. That are very important to me. I did search high and low for these color tabs. I did want it to be aesthetically pleasing because it encourages me to get into my word. I don't know if that's vain or not, but hey, it's pretty. The cover also I got from Amazon. It has a handle on it and it has some areas for note cards, pens, pencils, highlighters. So the tabs, like the annotation tabs that you saw, are these. And then I have like the regular post-it size. Next thing is my handy dandy pencil pouch. If anyone remembers these, I like keeping things in a pencil pouch. It's one grab, stop, shop with all my little doodads and things in here, pencils, highlighters, whiteout, child. I use this all the time. And a regular post-it. Where I'm keeping all of this is actually in a bin. I went shopping around my house. Okay, use what you have, okay? This bin used to be, I think, in my bathroom or in one of my closets. And I said, child, I'm gonna have to use what I have because I don't want to buy anything extra. I'm buying the exact necessary things I need to have. And so I used to not be a fan of notebooks, but the way my brain works, I have to have certain notebooks for certain things, and I will put those certain things in those notebooks. I have one that is just strictly for like reflections. I say these are for like very inspirational poetry, reflection from maybe a pastor. I will put those in here as my reflection, so I don't use this as a journal. Then I have my study devotional. All my tabs are on here of what book I'm studying or devotional I'm reading, all tabbed and highlighted. That way I can go back and read, or if I want to go and do like a recap of something, all right here. Next, I have my regular journal. So this is like my diary, I guess. Is what I write in here. I don't journal often, but when I do, it's usually like a brain dump, and I can barely honestly read my handwriting in here because it's just like it's just needs to get on paper. So I do encourage you to have like a notebook of sorts where you end up, if you're like me, someone who can be very over analytical and go over things, I guess even ruminate on things, and you just need to get it out on paper. Get you a small notebook and jot it down. It does help to get it out on paper, just to get it out of your mind. Next are 3 books that I've been reading since mid-November. One was gifted to me and the other 2 were purchases of mine. And just to be fully transparent, back in November, I went through a really tough situation personally. One friend, my sweet friend Sarah, I let her know that I was going through a tough time. I didn't let her know exactly what that thing was, but I gifted her a cake. I own a home baking business. And so a part of my healing process was to bake for people and just do it for free, because it just helped me to process what I was going through. And I brought a cake over for her to take over to her job. And she said, before I left, she said, at least I have something for you. and she went to her room and got this book called Seeing Beautiful Again by Lysa Terkeurst. I think I'm saying her name right. She's one of my favorite authors. Sweet Sarah gave me this, and when I tell you, I just bawled because it was exactly what I needed, and it's still what I need now. So it's 50 devotions in this book, but you can read it like a book. I read probably multiple devotions of this at a time, maybe 4 or 5 at a time. It's just like you just want to keep devouring it. But it's helped me to process that very tough time, and it's helped me to grow closer to the Lord, and it's helped me to forgive myself, move forward as well. So I have that book and 2 other books I'm reading out at the same time. Okay. This book is by Katherine, Treasures in the Dark, and I am so thankful for these books. The next one I have is The Garden Within by Dr. Anita Phillips. I'm not very far into this. I think I'm still in the first chapter. I just picked this one up. Now, I do want to explain that I'm not reading these books to get done in January. Mind you, I said I've been reading them slowly since November, because it was pretty tough. And so at that time, I could probably read one reflection in a week. Now, since January has begun, I've like really gone through it. You know, healing is a journey. It's not a destination. Remember that. I want to be done with them by the end of the quarter. So the way my faith goals align is totally different than the way I've done them before. I have quarterly goals, and whichever way they fluctuate throughout that quarter, all good. No, we are being basic. Still got a job. We're a caregiver. Okay. We're a single woman, and we like to, well, we don't like to go out and about like that, but you know, I like thrift shopping and do, you know, hobbies. So I don't want to put too much pressure on myself. Kind of going into second quarter. So this will honestly be my second quarter study, is the Book of Lamentations. I did purchase a study from the Daily Grace Co. Grief and Glory. So this is third quarter. We're talking about, I guess, summertime, July, August timeframe. I'll be doing the Daily Grace Co. study on Stand Firm, about the armor of God. I will be using this, but also Priscilla Shire's study about the armor of God. I've heard a lot of really good things about it, so I'm going to be picking up that book at that time, not now. Okay, we got a budget. So that's up until third quarter. Fourth quarter, writing a book. I've never written a book before, and it is something that has come out of that very tough situation. It makes me a little nervous of something that I've never done before. I don't really know how to go about it and do it and all that, but that doesn't matter. I'm still working on it. Every time I get something, you know, that comes to mind, or I think about that situation I went through, I have a notebook that I write it down in right here, and I'm using Scrivener to write it. And so I'm learning how to work Scrivener as well. Only thing I've written in my life have been research papers, okay? And that's still been a minute ago. This will be my entire year project to write it. And I don't have a set release date for it. I'm trying to I'm such an A personality to where if I had that, I would be stressed. And we're not doing that. I cut that out years ago. Probably a year and a half that I would like to release it. I'll be 40 in September. And so I'm looking forward to, I don't know, possibly having it done by then. But if not, hey, that's totally fine as well. So another thing I wanted to touch on were free resources. I use the Bible Project app, also the Bible. I have my little notebook right here. YouTube. YouTube is one of my major sources of free studies, visual and podcast type of Christian studies. So I am pretty much a stickler to reusing something, or if I don't have to buy something new, I'm not going to buy anything new. And so the Bible, the tabs, all that I had for like 2 years now. The only thing new that I bought this year were some of the books, and these two and these two, because the other one was gifted to me. I already had these notebooks, And I already had all this stuff except for, the other thing I got were the transparent Post-its. So honestly, I didn't spend, and I already had this. So I went searching. I went shopping in my own house first before buying anything new. So I want to encourage you, if you're like, oh, I'm watching all these videos of these faith plans and all that. I think it's great. You know, people are talking about faith and Christianity, but don't feel pressured to buy anything. Majority of us have a budget that we work with for our lives. And if you have the extra money, I say, okay, you know, if that's something that you want to get for yourself and buy it, okay. But if you don't, use what you have. Reuse an old notebook that still has 100 pages left in it. Use what you have and look at your own budget and see what you can get for yourself, okay? I never want to encourage someone to overspend, go over your budget, and get things that you don't need. You don't need another Bible. Use the one you have. It's going to be the one forever and ever. Amen. Okay. So, will I buy another study? More than likely not, because these are going to carry me for third quarter. And then I already have a project I'm working on that's going to be my year project. And I have these 3 books that I will be finishing by the end of this quarter, but referring back to our year as well. And I have my notebooks. I have my prayer journal. I have what I need. I don't want to buy excess because I know I'm not going to use it. Thank y'all for tuning in. I can't believe if you're stuck around this long and you listen to me ramble on about all this stuff. I really appreciate you. My voice is getting hoarse now from speaking, and I got to get a microphone. That way I don't have to speak so like project my voice, and the camera's right here. But anyway, like I said, I'm so thankful for y'all tuning in. This is a way for me to not be perfect. Like, I know perfection is impossible. I used to be a perfectionist, and sometimes those things are still there. But hey, the videos are going to be recorded on this phone that I use to call people on, and I'm going to use what I have, the free resources, okay, to edit and do all that stuff. But I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. I did want to mention one of my favorite creators is Life on Foothill, Lori. She's one of my favorite creators. Her home, her kitchen is like chef's kiss. Thank you to her for her channel, and I'm thankful for y'all. So please like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye.